What's going on, internet? It's me, the Masked Man, and today I'm commenting on the Oscars, or rather, Chris Rock's monologue at the Oscars. Now, I've been a big fan of Chris Rock for many years now. He's definitely on my top, on my top list of favorite comedians. Now, I don't rank, the people I like who are good at something. They're just elites. But he's definitely up there as one of my favorites. Now, he had a job to do, and that was give a monologue at the Oscars, something slightly scathing to, the Academy while keeping his job. It was a tough tightrope. A lot of people said that he should quit, he should boycott, and it was just one of those weird little things. And I want to give a shout out to Samuel Wilder again. He sent me the question. I wasn't going to comment on the Oscars because I feel that this is a subject that's kind of been talked to death. But honestly, I felt like Chris Rock did a decent job. Chris Rock had an impossible job to do. He had an impossible job. He had to go there and boycott the Oscars while hosting the Oscars. That's pretty much what the only thing that would have satisfied, all of the black people who felt that there was something wrong with the Oscars. Now I listened to the monologue and I guess now Sam said that there was a lynching joke. Now I think I vaguely remember the joke that he was talking about. I vaguely remember it, but when I first heard it, the first time I heard it, it didn't feel like he was trying to make a fool of black people. Like I said, I followed Chris's career for many years. Now Chris is not, he's not Patrice O'Neal. He's not revolutionary, but he's definitely a man who's very protective of his blackness and very protective of telling the truth in the position that he's in. And he walks a line and he carries himself in a way that not many black men in the entertainment industry are prepared to do. A lot of black men are not prepared to speak as much truth or speak as loud as Chris Rock has. And I don't believe that you can say Chris Rock and Steve Harvey are interchangeable by no stretch of the imagination. I just don't agree with that. That's just not how Chris has stood. That's not how he's walked his walk. For 20, 30 years that he's had a career, he just hasn't walked it that way. He's been very consistent about what he's prepared to do, how hard he's willing to fight for his. And if somebody wanted Chris Rock to do something different or better, then somebody should be cutting Chris Rock a check, because Chris Rock is not a revolutionary. Chris Rock is a comedian. So you can't expect your entertainers to fight for you and to just wave a middle finger and say, fuck the Academy. Where he gonna work? He's carved out a career speaking on racism. So I really believe that it was fine. I don't think it was groundbreaking. I don't think it was earth shattering. That's why I didn't talk about it. But it was fine for the atmosphere, for what he was speaking on. It was fine. It was a fine thing. There was a lot of corniness in the whole thing. Stacey Dash came out and said, happy Black History Month. Angela Bassett gave the award, to Jack Black. It was a lot of corniness trying to poke fun at the whole thing. And one thing you got to remember, that when Chris Rock was doing his monologue, there was a legitimate moment of extreme discomfort in the room when he was talking about the racism was like a sorority. If you go back and listen to that moment, that room got quiet as hell. That room got quiet as a hospital. or whatever is really quiet. That shit got quiet when he was talking about, yeah, the Hollywood racism is like a sorority. It got quiet as hell because he was speaking on a nerve. So I don't know. I guess we saw it differently because, and I'm doing this video basically as a response to Samuel and the email he gave me. So forgive me if I'm not, speaking in a way that makes sense. But I really believe that Chris did his best, and Chris, he has a long career of standing beside black people. I don't feel that you need to throw him in with the Steve Harvey all in one night, and you know because Steve Harvey, he's a man that's trying to get as much money as he can get, and Chris Rock is a guy who he'll only step out of the shadows when it makes sense. So those are just two different types of animals, and with two different types of agendas. But let me know what you think, Sam. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of my perspective. Everybody else who's watching this, let me know what you think. How do you feel that Chris did at the Oscars? Do you feel that he did a good job? I'm ready to hear it. If you want to send me questions, if you want to send me topics to talk about, you can send them to me at TheMrMaskman@gmail.com. Subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up with the videos that I'm making. Rate the video, like it, dislike it, be honest. If you want to follow me on Twitter or find me on Facebook, TheMrMaskman. That is all I have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video.